So I'm gonna do one for you and kick this night off, and then we're gonna have our first guest up. Another important note: all the work you're gonna hear tonight is the poet's own work, except for this one. I'm gonna break the rule a bit. This one is a poem by a friend of mine called Miko Berry. Miko is the Scottish Slam poetry champion. He's the European Slam poetry champion. And he came fourth in the world Slam champion. I met him last year, at the end of last year, and I'd heard him do this poem a couple of times. It's just amazing. And so I said, I'm going to learn that. And it was the hardest thing I think I've ever done. You'll see why. So this one's for Miko. I'm not often lost for words. You see, I read them every day to help me feel driven. I listen to them every chance that I'm given, and one day I hope to write and perform them for a living. So I'm thinking, maybe I could be forgiven for not being willing to give in to this chilling and deeply unfulfilling drilling sensation of being tongue-tied. But let me tell you about this girl who caught my tongue. See, she has a wild smile as wide as a mile, and she sells seashells down by the seashore. Yes, you see, she sells seashells down by the seashore, yes. She sells seashells down by the seashore. I buy one more from every time I approach because I just don't know what to say, so now my room is filled with these little jewels of the beach, and I'm going to teach them to say the harder things, the smarter things, that cut right through to the heart of things that I can't bring myself to do in front of you. And it's not like, or else I'm going to teach them to sing in perfect harmony to the melodies of songs that I no longer grasp, like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. To show this psychosis, my words are atrocious, and I know this, but what I don't know is why I can't just fucking speak to her. It's not like I'm weak or Miko can't open my beak, so this feeling is unique to me. I'm supposed to be the cheeky chappy who's always happy, but this girl let me tongue-tied. I'm not even lost for words. See, I read them every day to help me keep driven, and I listen to them every chance I'm given, and one day I hope to write and perform them for a living. So I'm thinking that maybe I can be forgiven for not being willing to give in to this chilling and deeply unfulfilling drilling sensation of being tongue-tied. Let me tell you again about this girl who caught my tongue. Because when she's not selling seashells, she works in the shoe shine store. Where she sits and shines and shines and sits and sits and shines and shines and sits, and she has this most wonderful pair of lips, and you can call me old-fashioned, but I'd rather be introduced before we reproduce. See, I want to know more about you, and I want you to know more about me. Can I ask you a question? Is it just seashells, or do you know everything about the sea? Like, do you know how many clean clams you can cram into a clean clam can? Or how many friendly anemones actually have enemy anemones? Yes. Many friendly anemones are many enemy anemones. And though I may look like it, I'm not the pheasant plucker, I'm just the pheasant plucker's son. I'm only plucking pheasant till the pheasant plucker comes, and I want to lie down with you under the stars on a piece of grass by the side of the road where we can exchange the important questions in life, like how much wood could a woodchuck chuck? If a woodchuck could actually chuck wood, and how much love could this love have? If this love could have love, and how many bears could Bear Grylls grill? If Bear Grylls could grill bears, see, I want to lie down with you under the stars on a piece of grass by the side of the road as we listen to the traffic rushing by one by one. There goes a red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry. Look, I'm sorry that my words don't always come out the way I want them to. It's just I'm not often lost for them because I read them every day to help me get driven to listen to every chance I'm given one day to write and perform for a living. Something and maybe can be forgiven for not being willing to give in to this chilling, deeply unfulfilling, drilling sensation of being tongue-tied. Or maybe I could shut up for a minute and let these guys talk for a while. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your first poet to the stage, the wonderful Ingrid Victor!